welcome back to the Tulips and Honey Mega List. Let me make sure you guys can hear me okay. This one's going to be a little bit weird because I'll tell you why. You guys are not going to be surprised. Yeah, it looks like, okay, yeah, you guys can totally hear me. No one's going to be surprised, least of all Patrick, to hear that the reason this one's going to be a little bit weird is because I'm using a different computer because I broke my other one. I broke it, and it's about time, I guess, because up till this point, I hadn't broken it, and I had done really, really well not breaking anything, including literally having it out in the negative 30-degree weather, which now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not exactly sure, but this computer is my old computer, and let me tell you what, I really, really should have considered what it would be like to go all the way back to how horrible this particular computer is, because it is bad and it's way older, it's way slower. Hopefully the video's not too bad. I'm not sure if it will be or not. I'm hoping it won't be very bad like it was that one time where it was super duper slow. But also I want to say hi to everybody that is in the comment section already, because I see a bunch of you guys. So hi to Kristen and oh, okay. I'm literally live right now, sweetheart. Thank you for letting me know, though. Bye. So, hashtag professional is what it is. We're super duper professional here, in case you guys were wondering. And yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for the super kind things that y'all are saying about my hair. There goes the producer. She's going to settle in. Don't worry, it'll be fine. She's just, she's riled up now because Kaylee came in to say hi, so now she thinks she needs to come and say hi. But anyways, hopefully this is okay and you guys are seeing me okay. I kind of have my phone over here to look at to make sure that everything is okay. I don't know what the deal is with the double thing. That's really weird. It's going to make reading you guys' comments a little bit more difficult. I can't tell also if it's on Facebook, if everything is okay or not, because I can't read the Facebook stuff because I don't have my spare computer. So, you know, what is the double thing? I'm not sure what's happening with you guys. Have a weird echo, but hi to Mark and Kristen and Chris from the Voice of Reason podcast, and of course Patrick from Cave to the Cross Apologetics. Hi to April, as well as Myoshi and Holly, and my goodness, you guys, Tammy as well. Wow, you guys, there's a bunch of you here today. I'm glad that y'all are all here. I hope I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, I don't know what happened to the good computer. You guys know, I guess it was mid 2020 that my wonderful husband went and got me a new computer so that I would be able to do a better job with all of this stuff. And I have yet to break a computer. I was a clerk, not a clerk, I was a cleric. And so cleric, no, that's not the right word. I filed digital paperwork for lawyers for a while. Is what I'm trying to say. So the importance of computers is not lost on me, and I have never broken a computer before. I broke my last one. I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, there's a crack on the screen, and because of this small little crack on the screen, nothing will work now. So I'm gonna have to send it in, and hopefully they'll be able to fix it. But for now, I've got to use this little. I'm not gonna be a brat. I am thankful that I have anything to use at all and that I wasn't up a creek without a paddle. But when you have a good computer, it's kind of difficult to go back to the other one. And also really exciting is to find that I didn't save all of my fun sound effects anywhere. So they're all on that other computer. I don't have my blasphemy. I don't have my RC Sproul asking what's wrong with you people. So I don't have any of my cool sound effects. That's frustrating. I didn't have my fun beginning event thingy where it's telling you guys that I'm burning pineapple pizza. Now, of course, all that stuff I can at least pull that stuff from previous live events, but it is a little bit annoying that I didn't see that one coming. And of course, when I send it in to be fixed, it'll be erased. So how do I not get a call for a broke computer? I know. Listen. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is bad, but it's just between you and me, right? It's just you and me here, and we're just talking friend to friend. You guys can pray for me because apparently I need it. My immediate thought whenever I saw it was, I'm gonna fix this before Justin sees it. I'm gonna fix this before my husband finds out that I broke this ridiculously expensive computer. And use it like ever, never, like not every now and then. Never does he ask to use it. So imagine my surprise when he came home that morning, the very morning that I realized something was wrong, and said, hey, I need to use your computer. And I was like, hey, do you want to use the old computer? And he was like, well, why? Are you using the new one? Is there a reason I can't use the new one? And so I had to fess up. But the reason why I didn't say anything to anybody was because I was hoping to wiggle my way out of it until it was fixed. But it didn't work like that. I don't even have my fun squirrel video or anything on here for you guys. I do have some of the fun squirrels that you guys sent in to me. I was able to pull a few of them. So this live event is going to go kind of quickly. As I mentioned in the group over on Facebook, Kristen and I are actually totally going to be recording a fun episode after this. So I'm really excited about that. I can't wait to get the chance to chat with her. But I just noticed that Kristen, I'm going to give you this really epic picture that Kristen sent me or created for me because it's the best thing ever, and then I'll fix my stand. Hopefully it won't break while that's happening. But here you go. Here's the most epic picture ever, and I'm super thankful for Kristen making this. If I break this computer, then I don't have one, so I need to be a little careful. Whoops. That doesn't sound good. That's okay. So you guys had enough time then to read the best picture ever, the most truthful picture ever. It was necessary too, because some of you guys have been sending me, oh shucks, now the angle is weird. Well, since it's just you and me here, guys. Some of you guys have been sending me your pineapple pizza stuff, so that's obviously not okay. But I'm praying for you all, of course, and as usual, for your unsanctified taste buds. But also hi to Josh from the Godcast. I'm glad to have you here as well. I didn't get a chance to say hi to you. Hi. I don't know if let me make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Doesn't look like it. Praise report, my ex-wife came out of the surgery. Oh, I'm so glad that she did, Josh. I was going to mention, and also glad that you were able to let us know, because I saw the post on the Facebook group, and so I was going to mention that, but I'm glad that she is doing well and everything is recovered. I do have a few other prayer requests on the list, things to discuss with you guys, but first we can get through. I do have also a suggestion for you guys, something cool for you to watch, but because I'm going to be recording tonight with Kristen, I can't actually take forever on this live event like I would want to, since I didn't get to go live last week because I was super duper sick. Since I can't do that, I have a few fun things, and so I'm going to keep it sort of short. So if I seem a little bit more quick to the clicking off this week, quick to the draw, maybe, I don't know. That's because I'm excited to get this episode recorded with Kristen. It's going to be the episode for Monday, so it's a little bit short notice, maybe, I don't know, but it's an important episode and I'm really excited, so I wanted to make sure that it got taken care of. I thought you took off for Good Friday. You know what, actually I was hoping to do something special for Good Friday and to actually maybe talk through the reasons why the timing is different from Passover and all that stuff, and maybe get into that a little bit more. But unfortunately last week was one of the worst weeks that I've had in a very, very long time, health-wise. I'm feeling way better this week, so no worries about that. But last week was a really, really difficult week. I was sort of sick at the beginning of this week, and now I'm feeling a lot better. So we're getting there, and it's getting better. And my doctor's appointment is coming up. So you know how I don't particularly enjoy doctor's visits, but I have agreed to go and see what's gone wrong this time. So hopefully there'll be some answers. And if you do want to continue praying, I am still struggling with the insomnia quite a bit. So that is one thing, if you guys want to pray for my health, that has not seemed to get better this week. Maybe a couple of hours of sleep here and there, but mostly 36-hour chunks of just not being able to sleep. So you guys know, because we've had this conversation before, y'all know I struggle quite a bit with sleeping, and I'll tell you what keeps me up most of the time. What keeps me up most of the time is nonsense like this. This is the kind of stuff that keeps me up, it keeps me awake at night, you guys, shuddering and praying and weeping over the wickedness of this love. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the simultarian, or however you pronounce it, because that one's kind of extremely dry. But I love Lord of the Rings, and so this was very disappointing to see. Lee Jones from Guys with Bibles posted that in the group, and you guys, it hurts. It hurts right here whenever I see horrible things like that, you know? Yes, you're right, Melly. That's right. Insomnia does in fact suck. So that is definitely a good way to put it. Mark, I did not see your email for today. I am so sorry. I will have to look, and I will definitely get back with that. I have caught up on some of the emails. I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago that there was a influx of emails unlike anything I'd ever received before. So I have been getting caught up on that. There were a multitude of emails, and when I say emails, I don't mean like the junk mail version. I do have quite a bit of that. Somebody recently, I mean, you guys have heard me complain about Andrew, right? Like, there's the Andrew guy, who, I don't know who Andrew is, but somewhere out there Andrew exists, and he used my email to sign up for a bunch of junk. Well, somebody named Lucille has done the exact same thing, and so now I'm getting a bunch of junk for Lucille, and I'm getting a bunch of junk for Andrew, and I don't know who these people are, but I don't want their junk. And so it's cluttering up my mailbox. I want my mailbox to stay quite clean. But I have been catching up on the influx of emails. So if you guys have sent me an email over the last month and you haven't received a message with the upcoming women's conference, some of it had to do with just the IF gathering and stuff like that. So you picked a fine time to use my email, Lucille. I'm gonna be patient and so I'm learning so many things these past few weeks. There's one thing about being sick that really it helps you with sanctification quite a bit. So there's that. And I'm gonna be patient with Lucille and Andrew, and I'm not gonna hunt them down and shake my fearful mom hand at them. If you have I don't know, a mom, or if you're a husband and you have a wife, or you're a wife yourself, you've probably got a way of doing things. And so some women, you know, they do the finger. And some women, they do the scary hand. I'm the scary hand. I do the scary chop hand thing. And so when the hand comes out, everything stops. Even the dogs have learned. Like, if I've had enough and my hand does this, they immediately stop what they're doing and they settle it down. So I'm not going to get my scary hand chop out for Lucille or Andrew, but I don't know what kind of monsters sign up for things with other people's stuff. But it's just another sign that, you know, we continue to delve into sinfulness. They're probably pineapple pizza eaters anyways. So recommendation that I have for you guys, and then the prayer request, and then I will let you guys go for the weekend. But here it is. Peggy sent me this. It's just the joy for your day right here. I love this so much, you guys. This is the cutest thing. I don't know if it's real or if it's photocopy shopped or whatever it is, but I don't care because it's so cute. Obviously, even if it isn't photoshopped, it's adorable that this squirrel is even putting up with this little bird, because I have heard that squirrels aren't always very nice. Hi, Pat. Hi, Patricia. Hi, I'm glad to see you. Also, hi to James. I saw somebody down a few comments ago, since we've got a echo in the comment section for some reason, and I'm not sure why. This is what happens when you bust out your old computer and you expect it to do new computer things. It does weird stuff like this. But anyways, we're just going to keep rolling with it because we're already here and this is all I have. So I'm going to get that old computer fixed. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine. If you guys have already seen, there is a new, hi Melanie. Hi, I'm glad to have you here. It's nice to see you over on Facebook. It's good that there are people on Facebook. That means that Facebook is working. So that's good, because I wasn't sure with this old computer if it was going to be able to handle it. I'm not really sure about the OBS and the different ratios and stuff that I had set up on this old computer. I actually, honestly, this was my fault. I just assumed it was going to be ready because I've used it before. So I thought, well, this is going to be fine. This is going to be totally fine. It wasn't. It wasn't totally fine. Somehow I cleared this computer of stuff. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun getting all of that stuff back for editing my channel. And you all know, if you've watched this channel long enough, how I feel about Francis Chan and how frustrated I am whenever teachers get solid teaching at wonderful schools like TMU, and then they still, even though they have received good, solid biblical teaching, slide into apostasy. And so that's why we have turned Francis Chan into a verb. And it's sometimes, if necessary, an adjective, but most of the time he's a verb. So whenever somebody is doing something we don't particularly agree with, and they've previously been a good solid teacher, they slide into apostasy, we call it being Francis Chan. So I was very excited to see that David Knight from Exposit the Word did a video exposing the issues with his recent book. So I made sure to link to that in the description so that you can check it out. And David also was kind enough to share it over on the group. And I was so super thankful for that, because I do feel like there are a lot of folks out there that still are not aware of the fact that Francis Chan, as well as so many other teachers, have actually slipped straight into a big old plate of pasta. And if you don't know that reference, it's because you haven't been listening for a long time. But if you do know that reference, then you've been here from the beginning. And let me know in the comments if you recognize the reference of the big old plate of pasta. And if you do know it, then I'll explain it if you don't. But let me know in the comment section if you guys remember where the big plate of apostasy came from. But I was excited to see this. I know that David's channel is a lot of wonderful, fantastic sermons where he's got Martin Lloyd-Jones and several wonderful what's the word for it, where you're expositionary sermons, where he's going through verse by verse. So it's a goal for him to have expositional sermons on every single chapter, every single verse and stuff. And so his channel has that, and it's fantastic, and it's such a blessing, and it's always wonderful to get to see. So I was joyfully surprised to see him addressing something like this, because it is so super duper important. And so I was glad to see that. I was glad to see that he was dealing with it. So I wanted to make sure that I linked to that below so you guys could check that out. Very important. Always important for us to keep our eye on things like this, because there really are a lot of folks that have just never heard that Francis Chan has done slipped into apostasy. But I do see in the comment section that if you can't remember the weird random reference that I made. I don't know if I've ever referenced myself before. I'm feeling kind of cheeky today, though. So the reference is that at the beginning of this podcast, whenever we had Becca as the co-host, I made a comment once that apostasy was such a weird word, because all I can think of whenever I think of the word apostasy is like just a giant bowl of pasta. And so somebody actually made us a picture, a graphic, and I can't remember now who it was, but I know it's over on my Instagram account, a graphic of a giant plate of pasta, and it says apostasy on it. And I think I attempted at the time to put it on a plate, a shirt or something like that. But anyways, for like a few months, everything was the big plate of pasta instead of apostasy. And then, and let's see, you can make pasta with egg and gluten-free. Lots of options. That's true. And I'm sorry to see. I did see somebody say that they were allergic to gluten intolerant Mayoshi. That is a shame, because I know that the troubles of the tummy issues is really the problem, because you can replace it with other stuff. But I worked with this wonderful sweet lady. She was absolutely the sweetest. One of the few people that I've ever met that are shorter than me, because I'm like 5'1". And so she was shorter than me, but she was the sweetest lady ever. And she worked in the law firm that I mentioned earlier with me, and she was so gluten intolerant that if she walked past the subway that was downstairs in our building in Dallas, she would get sick from breathing in the gluten that's actually like put out there in the air and stuff. So it's not even just like that she had to avoid eating the breads and stuff, but that she had to even avoid certain spots, and it was there. So I mean, I know that there's a lot to Mayoshi. I'm short too. 5. Oh, are you really 5 feet? Yeah. So you used to be 5'1" and now you're 5 feet. Okay, I've heard that you shrink as you age, but I didn't believe it until I hit 30, and now I believe it now that I'm like 33, 32. I don't remember. I was born in 88. March 2nd was my birthday. So does that make me 32 or 33? I don't want to do math on air because you guys will be waiting for quite a while. But anyways, as soon as that happened, my whole entire body just decided that it didn't need to work like it had been working before. And so now I totally understand. Now I get it, that your body is going to just compress. So I was 5'9", now I'm 5'5", and 3/4, and I count that at 3/4. Holly, that is a big difference, Holly. That is definitely a big difference. Yes, I definitely have shoes that are cushiony because they help me. You know, they give me a little bit of extra height to them so that I appear to be 5'2", and it does help because I can at least reach things a little bit better, you know, up top for things. But Kaylee is, even at 10 years old, she is actually almost as tall as me. So she's supposed to, according to the doctors and stuff, supposed to be 5'4". So at least I'll have a daughter that can reach things and is going to be taller than me. That's going to be super helpful because it's hard. It's hard not to be able to reach things, you guys. Being short is difficult. It's not always just, you know, fun games and stuff for us that are short. Sometimes it's climbing on things dangerously to get things up top. Ryan is 10 and same, almost as tall as me. Isn't that fun, Holly? I guess it shouldn't be fun as like moms that there's going to be little ones that are bigger than us, but for some reason I'm looking forward to it. Today is my oldest son's 27th birthday and he outgrew me at 11. Well, happy birthday to Holly's oldest son, 27. That is so great. He outgrew you at 11. Is it just supposed to be super difficult for our children to just continue to get bigger? Farm boy, hand me that picture. I say to my hubby. I know. I feel so bad for my husband because he's constantly trying to put things, you know, organized because he's a wonderful, organized husband and it must be miserable to be married to me. But he is wonderful and he does try to like put things, organize things. But most of the house is up higher than I can reach. And so the reason it tends to be a little bit less organized is because I can't reach up top there. And so he's like constantly putting things on top shelves and stuff. And I'm like, you can't do that because you go to work and I'm still here. And I can't reach things and I can't constantly, it's not like I'm somehow coordinated enough to get up on top of things. Like, you don't understand. If I climb up on a chair, there's like a 50-50 chance of, well, let's be honest, walking 1 foot is a little bit sometimes dangerous for my poor brain. But anyways, I don't know what is going on with the double thing. I'm going to have to figure out what happened with the double comment section. That's kind of strange. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on there. I haven't used this computer in too long, but hopefully I haven't missed like a whole bunch of you guys' comments because of it, because I feel like I have. It's in the cards. I got shorter and they got taller. That's funny, Holly. Patrick says at this rate, Ava is going to be one Goliath tall 5-year-old. Oh, she looked so beautiful in her Easter dresses though, Patrick. Oh my goodness, both of your daughters did. They're so beautiful. Your daughters. I hope you own guns because they're beautiful. And their little dresses. Your wife had them dressed so beautiful and just wonderful. I hope that homeschooling is going well as well. Sort of a random thing that having a chat with you guys. But I haven't gotten the chance to talk to anybody in quite a while. My brain has been... It's been too far gone with the insomnia and stuff for me to actually put together coherent sentences and stuff. So it's getting better. I'm feeling better today. I was feeling better yesterday. I feel even better today. So hopefully it's just going to keep getting better until it does. Thankfully, Kristen's going to be recording with me tonight so that you guys don't have to worry about it being just a horrible, terrible episode on Monday. So she's the sweetest ever. The last couple of things that I want to talk to you guys about before I let you all go is the prayer request. So one of the prayer requests, but it is a prayer request, but I also have a picture for you to see because... Let's see here, where it is. Here it is. So a lot of you guys have probably already seen this. I was really, really concerned. I know we all were praising God that Pastor James Coates was released from jail, but the police came to the GraceLife church there. That's, of course, Pastor James' church. And they locked everything down and fenced the church up. They fenced the whole church. So I don't know if you guys can see this because it's sort of a black and white image, but Erin shared this as well as a few others over on her Instagram. And there's a huge fence blocking the parking way, like blocking the parking lot so that you cannot get into the church. They don't have any legal paperwork explaining why they're doing this or suggesting that it's acceptable for them to do this. It's absolutely unacceptable that they released him from prison because they shouldn't have been holding him there anyways. And after that, to then say, oh, okay, well, we're just gonna fence up your church. This is insanity. It's absolute insanity. It's not surprising. They clearly were not happy that they had to release him, but to see this happening in this way, to see an actual church here in the West, we expect this, of course. We shouldn't, but we do expect it from completely locked down with no paperwork, no legal reasons for it. Can I just admit here, Holly says, this didn't surprise me. They let him out too easily. Let me get this out. They let him out too easily with 0 restrictions when every other church was locked down. So sad, but not surprised. Exactly, Holly. That was my thoughts as soon as I saw it. That it was not surprising, but very, very frustrating. Stuff like that. This honestly makes me scared to go to church. Mark, I'm sure that you are not the only one that feels this way. I know that there are a lot of people out there that see this sort of stuff and they think, wow, for the first time in our lives, we have to actually weigh the cost of just going to church. It's very, very difficult to have to deal with these things in a point where, I mean, a year ago, there was no issues. This is the third time this situation has revolved around this wonderful family. Of course, before Pastor Coates was even arrested, the police had come to their church already. And so they had already gone in there and taken pictures and stuff like that. And so then this entire church and they're going to keep doing it anyways. They can't... One thing that we can still say about us in the West is that there's more of us. They can't keep the whole town shut down, but it would need to be the whole town really standing up and saying absolutely not acceptable. But yeah, Holly has mentioned a great page over on Facebook. I happened to see it today that there's a free James Coates page. And so they're looking to make a very clear example, public example. Yep, that's right, Chris. You're exactly right. It is definitely them making an example. And let's see here. He's been going live and switching between free James Coates pages. That's great, Holly. That is really great to see somebody doing that. Definitely. I wish I had that link over on the descriptions, but I will put that in the link in next Fridays, and hopefully I can help people find that page. But I did notice that page right before I went live, and so it's definitely frustrating. Once again, if this was happening in a place where it was here in America and we could all fly there, we would all fly there and we would stand beside them and we would definitely be able to do more. But because we're, not all of us, not be able to go over there, still not be able to affect change, all because this government, this city, whatever it is that they've decided that this is the only church that they're going to pick at. It's very frustrating, very difficult. Erin is a wonderful sister in Christ. I love Erin, and I'm so thankful that I was blessed enough to even be acquainted with her. Of course, I've had her on the program, and she's a part of the Open Hearts in a Closed World Conference. We're very thankful for her teaching, for her steadfastness. But this is a lot for a family to have to endure. It's a lot for a church family to have to endure. So if you guys could join me in continuing to pray for them, for their church family, for them personally, for their elders, and even for the leaders in their city, that whatever leaders there are there that don't think this is right, that they'll also stand for the beginning of all of this. I think it would maybe make more sense. It would still just be absolutely disgusting, but it would make more sense if this was happening at the beginning of all of this. But there are vaccines now, and we know how to treat this virus. For it to just still be happening in this way, for the churches to be shut down, but other businesses to be left open, makes absolutely no sense. So it's difficult. It's for sure difficult to see. So I'm glad that you guys will be joining me in praying for that. Another thing that I wanted to mention is, and I was hoping to get a link from Josh's channel over on the Godcast program, but I didn't get the chance to get it before I went live, and I was already like 15 minutes late. But if you guys want to, after this, head over to Josh's channel on YouTube. It's the Godcast podcast, and he did a quick video explaining, updating what was going on with Vodi Bakum in his recent heart surgery. And so I feel that he will be strengthened in this, that this will be something that he is able to use to glorify God. And I'm super thankful that his surgery is over, that he's out of surgery and he's doing well. So if you guys could continue to be praying for Vodi as well. And I think that's it. I think that's all the prayer requests that I have. I believe that let's see here. I'm just going through my little list here. Yeah, I think I did it. I think I got through this without forgetting anything. I'm kidding. I'm sure I forgot lots of stuff. But you guys are wonderful. And so that makes it okay that sometimes I forget things because you're wonderful and forgiving. And stop eating all that pineapple pizza and stop sending me pictures about pineapple pizza, okay? It's keeping me up at night. I am going to continue to suffer through insomnia until you all give up on this sinful, terrible form of food. But that's it. That's all I have to say to you, wonderful humblebees, and I love you. I'm sorry I yelled at you. The chance to yell squirrel at you. I don't have any squirrel pictures because they're all on my broken computer. So there's that. I had to yell at you about something, and that's what I chose to yell at you. But I love you, wonderful humblebees, and I will see you guys next week. I hope that Monday's episode will be edifying. I hope that you all have a very wonderful weekend. If you are going to fellowship, I hope that you have a great Sunday of fellowship. If you are going to be not able to go, there are some really, really great places that have streaming words. Where's Chris? Chris is supposed to be here in the comment section telling me my words. Great streaming options available. And one of the things that I did want to mention, if you guys aren't going to be able to make it to church, is that Pastor Edward Ramirez from the Breath of Life podcast, he usually streams his sermons every Sunday. So if you're not going to get to go, that's a great place for you to get to watch a wonderful sermon. And of course, there are other great pastors that go live on Sunday. But hopefully you guys will get to fellowship. And I will see you all next week. I love all of you wonderful humblebees. And I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.